Welcome. Oh, hello. Is this... Hello, can you hear me okay? How's that? Good? 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 Hi. Let me just hit the cough button. Hi. Well?
Just putting my human suit on. That's the sound of me stretching my rubber face over my skull. My alien skull made of rock. I am Miss Old Joe. Hi, Miss Old Joe. Hello, Mr. Old Joe. What about the new Joe? I guess the new Joe is like a pup named Scooby Joe. It's just like the Crunda Slayer. Yo Yogi. Joe Yogi. That's it. There we go. Look at how cute he is. I'm like Zeus. Look at how cute he is. Oh, listen to this music that goes with petting the cat. Look at him cuting. Look, he's nice cute. Look, he's smart. He's nice now. Kitty. Look, he likes being next to me. He's on his pillow. I put this pillow next to me so he can just like hang out here. I think maybe this is what he wanted. He wanted a pillow. He wanted to be my buddy. He's my buddy. Look, he likes me. Look, we're buds. Hi. What's up, Jimmy? What's up, Stimpy? Look, he's Stimpy. He's Stimkins. Stimpathy. He gets no stimpathy from me. Let's show him a little bit better. Yeah, there you go. Now you can see my crotch. I mean, my cat. Look, he loves. He's Stimpy. He's Mr. Beauty King. He's a Beauty King man. Look, he's a dinner picnic. He's being the wishworm. Look at this. Make a tail. Make a wish on his tail. This is the wish part. The wish granting part. If you pet him once, you fall in love. If you pet him twice, you get a bowl of rice. If you pet him 3 times, then you'll be happy for the rest of your life. But you gotta make an ugly woman your wife. Cats need stimulation. He needs stimpulation. You idiot! I kill you. Look at this. Look, he doesn't even mind all of this. Cats like to be smacked around. Look, he's like licking me. Oh no, he's licking himself. Sometimes when he's like, okay, enough, he starts licking himself. He's had enough, but you know, he's also not leaving his spot. He wants to be there. Of course, he runs away as soon as I say that. Probably because I smashed the chair down. Just something I have to do because I have too many wires and they're always getting tangled up in my chair. Some cats love it. Yeah, most cats go crazy for getting like bongoed on. They're like a butt bongoing. But yeah, he's a darling. I wish they had a translate option. What, cats? I don't know if I was playing the cat when you said that. Oh, a translate for YouTube, you mean? Yeah, you know, I'm noticing that this stream kind of sucks. It's like, you know, I have 23 viewers, so I'm probably not gonna stop multi-streaming to YouTube. But it kind of sucks. Like, the moderation is like non-existent. There's no moderation activity. Moderation activity will be shown. No, I don't want the moderation activity shown. But when I turn it off, it doesn't even turn it off. I can still see a million moderation activities after banning somebody. This is why I say every single time I stream to follow me on Twitch, because Twitch is actually made for streaming. I'm posting it again because every time I do, I get like 1 or 2 subs, or, you know, somebody follows me. Just follow me, okay? Like, you don't have to pay a dime. Just follow me on Twitch and the dog will go ha. That's the deal. If you like the deal, then you can each get your own ha. It's like if you or no, it's a ba. It's a ba. You get a ba if it's a Twitch alert. It goes ba. If you there it is. Thank you. If you subscribe, then it goes ha. That's the thing. Literally animator. Engage with your audience. That's what I'm here to do, because I feel like I wanna actually meet my audience. You know, I've got a Discord. You have to be a patron to get in, but I find that when I'm just like trying to make something that I think will get views, it doesn't actually, like, you know, it's not for anyone. It's not for anyone if you try and make something for 1 million views. If you try and make Dog of Wisdom, then yeah, it's like a lot of people asked for it, but I didn't actually make it for those people. I made it because I know that there's so many. I'm not trying to do that. I don't want to do that. I'm sorry, I'm not making another Dog of Wisdom. Trying to make what I actually want to work on. Joe, this is depressing. You know, you made the decision to be here, so you know, I'm not gonna blame you for your own depression, but you know, you could take steps to make it better. But Joe, I do not have Twitch. Well, that's why I'm doing multi-streaming, because I know some people aren't gonna follow me. I'm just asking people to do it anyway, because, you know, I asked and then 1 person followed, so it was worth it, and everybody got to hear the ba. I got to see the Dog of Wisdom for a second. Dog of Wisdom is great, but I joined the stream and told my GF how much this anime meant to me, and she said, "Oh, the Dog of Wisdom guy." That's how most people know me. They know me as the Dog of Wisdom guy, and I think I make a lot of other stuff besides Dog of Wisdom. You know, Dog of Wisdom is something I spent like a couple weeks on. It was, you know, that doesn't mean it wasn't conceived over the course of like a year or two, like every other big project I do. It doesn't mean that it's not worthy like the big projects I do. It's just that, like, when you compare Dog of Wisdom to the rest of my life, it's like nothing. It's like one of the skin flakes that fell off of me, and everybody tells me how great it was because it looked like the Mona Lisa, which is something that I wasn't even doing on purpose. Well, you know, I've actually been in a weird place for a few years now, and I think it's because YouTube is not a reliable thing. It's never going to be like, make Dog of Wisdom, and then he made Dog of Wisdom and everyone was happy. Cause like, that's forced. You need me to make Dog of Wisdom. I mean, the best I could do is Papa Scatito, and even that is kind of forced, and I want to slow down with Papa Scatitos. I want to make more Audrey and Victor cartoons like this. What's happening here? Well, an animation of sorts. there is a robot a machine that is brought to life and is using these Macintosh computers to drag itself. I just noticed that these Macs are all differently scaled. I think if I made that right leg a little smaller and that head a little bigger, it might fix it. It's like where I am right now is where I want to be just like all the time. Is just like working on these. I hate that I get distracted and I make some crap that nobody wants to see. It's like, I don't know. This video has been in production since like a year ago, and it's probably not going to be done until next year. But I hope you will support me while I make it, because I think it's a good video. Thank you for following, subscribing, leaving likes and comments. All that shit matters. It all means something to me. And you know, I am a real person. I'm not just an algorithm. I don't you can't click on me. You know, I can't be pumped and dumped. And I can't just make Dog of Wisdom. I know the kids following me are kids. They are not even close to understanding that. But I'm not making something for them, and I never was. I was never making something for a perceived audience. I'm making something for I don't know, nobody. No, I'm making something for like one person, because I know one person is going to appreciate this. I'm not saying who the person is, but there is a person. There's one person. It's usually somebody in my family that I focus on when making a project. This is my best advice, that if you're not sure where you can find your audience, you sometimes need to think about the one person who's gonna watch it. Well, I'm trying to take that advice. And this really is just for one person. One person that knows the cartoon exists. One person that's just like waiting for it. I remember telling my sister about literally Hitler finally, and I did my best to not like give it away. It was like I was just saying like I want to bring back Audrey and Victor, characters from a long time ago, and I want their neighbor to be like, and you know, I didn't explain it. I just said he's weird. They have a weird neighbor, and you know, showed that like it was funny by how much I was laughing about it. I have a twin sister, just like my character Victor has a twin sister. And, that was the only person I really thought would ever watch my cartoons, was my twin sister. So you know, having characters based on them is obviously another important, meaningful thing. It's really meaningful, guys. My character that you're supposed to care about really means a lot to me. Well, you know, it does mean a lot to me that they're actually pretty popular characters now. I mean, I see fan art of them sometimes. People like get it, which makes me happy that like people can like easily reproduce it. Of course, there's something about the characters that only I can make because it's based off of my life. So if you were to use them, it would be based off of your life, which is also interesting. But there needs to be that distinction. Oh yeah, I made a cartoon like that. There was a cartoon called Bonus Stage back in the day, and I really loved this web cartoon. It was you know, cheap as fuck, but that was like the whole point, because every week there could be a new episode. The characters were all just like snarky bastards. But it was actually well written. You know, the comedy wasn't just like exhausting. It's like, man, I hate hanging out with these losers. It was like really funny, and like, you know, kind of felt at the time like it was competing with like Adult Swim. Like it was a very cheap cartoon, but in a very real way felt like it was competing with Adult Swim's comedy. You know, it was like, some of it reminds you of Aqua Teen, others reminds you of Family Guy. It's like a legitimate like tune, even if it's, you know, looks even worse than Family Guy and has a running time of like 5 to 10 minutes. Start Populous OST. Haven't heard this since the 90s. I'll look it up for my playlist. Yeah, this is another song that you never knew there was more to it. Listen to that. Never got past that original. Da, 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 da. I would love to finish this next year. Like, I was thinking it would probably be done by next October, but if it could be even sooner than that, great. I guess that's not gonna work because there's a lot to do, and I feel like this story takes place in fall, so it would be thematic to release it in fall. I mean, I don't know, I guess I could be one of those assholes that just like finishes something and then doesn't release it for 3 months. Man, what a luxury that would be. I'd be like fucking Disney, fucking Mr. Rockefeller over here. Mr. Rockefeller, Mr. Yeah, I don't know. I couldn't think of a animation related pun. Is that looping or yeah, that's okay. So yeah, what I wanted to try and do was just like select all of these frames. Yeah, just like do that. Yeah, the scale keeps shifting because it's coming a little closer to the camera. Oh my god, this is so fucking hard because everything is supposed to be like geometric. I hope this is the hardest scene. There is another scene I want to do with some mecha spiders. I mean, I guess I just said I'm getting sick of animating these inorganic things, but now I'm thinking about getting to work on that scene. bouncy, bouncy. Okay, can I do this? Can I have this? Oh, was it locked? Anyway, what are people thinking about? What things are we thinking? Maybe I should do a dirty 30 like Fred. You think I could do it? I could do a sweet 16. It'd be really fruity. I'd be like super embarrassed to call it that, but I'd still get 16 days of work done. Oh, thank you, Oliver Volk. Very nice. 5 gift memberships. Thank you very much. You're green now. I don't know what that grants you. I think it just means you get emoji. I should really add more. I think they were like, yeah, like there's a few. Here's all the emoji available right now. Did it just like hide my message? What the fuck? Where? What? Did it just automatically hide my message? What the fuck? New Audrey and Victor video going to be a longer one. I think it will be. Last one was like, I don't know, 3 minutes. And the one before that was also probably like 3 minutes. And then literally Hitler was 10 minutes. I don't know exactly how long this one's going to be, but probably 15 or 20 minutes. So that's the reason it's not out, is because I've been working on it for a year and it's 20 minutes. Yeah, I don't know exactly how long it'll be. It could be 10 minutes actually. But I know it's not gonna be shorter than 10 minutes. It's gonna be a much longer one, and you know. Yeah, I don't know about that. Oh, I think that's what I was. Yeah, that's what I. Oh. Yeah, what's going on there? How does it work with streaming through YouTube and music copyright? Are all these songs you thought wouldn't likely annoy the companies? What are you allowed to play? Well, so I put on a playlist of like Nintendo music because if I put on non-video game music, it's really likely going to get my stream taken off, like briefly just like completely hidden on YouTube. So, instead I just put on video game music, which never, maybe almost never happens with game music. It's like, I don't know, they're not as fucking famous. They don't give a shit if you use them in your streams, or they haven't gotten to that point where they're taking streams down for using their copyright. Twitch, as far as I can tell, doesn't really give a shit. Maybe they do. I guess I haven't been paying super close attention. The thing is with YouTube though is that, like, if you use one song, if if one fucking song was just like playing in the background of your stream 10 years ago, you might get an email being like, your stream can't be monetized. And it's like, all right, whatever. That used to freak me out because I thought it was like, and it doesn't say stream, it says video. So it knows that I'm concerned that one of my videos got demonetized. Dude, I could make very, very substantial YouTube slop about all the ways that YouTube fucking sucks, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to work on my cartoon. I'm not going to earn ad revenue. How am I going to survive? I don't know. Let's just keep going. This is just all I want to be doing. Just all I want to be is like streaming. I mean, I guess I can't actually stream all the time, but I guess I like focusing on my own work. You know, I had this belief that I was free in my work, but I think over time that's eroded, and I felt less and less like I can do what I want. But like, doing what I want is the only thing that feels right. You know, I'm happy people like Dog of Wisdom. I also really like Dog of Wisdom, like in a way that you may not even realize. Like I think it's just like one of the best things ever. But like, you know, I can't just like keep making the best thing ever every day. You'd learn to hate it, like Christmas, if Christmas was every day. You know, maybe you would love it if Christmas was every day. I legitimately wonder how long it would take for little kids to get sick of that. Like my nephew would probably just be like, oh, word. Finally, they made it so Christmas is every day. Like, he wouldn't even, well, yeah, I guess in that sense, the fact, the horrible truth would be that the answer is that they're already tired of it. They already have gotten tired of it being Christmas every day. It's just that, like, when they're screaming for pumpkin pie and coffee, it's because they expect it every fucking day, not because it makes them happy. So, like, you know, it's already at the point where it's like, these things are expected every day. So maybe the question is, what would it be like if Christmas was every day? The question is, how can we stop Christmas from being every day? Because you know, it's like you gotta You gotta save it for once a year. Speaking of which, once a year, it was my birthday last week, or a couple weeks ago. I wasn't streaming, so nobody here probably knows that. But, you know, wrong button. Thank you, Kendrick, for wishing me happy birthday. And also, thank you all the imaginary people in the audience that came here just to honor me. I feel like my birthday is a very lonely time for me and always has been. I don't know. It's probably got to do with the fact that nobody knows my birthday. Maybe ever since I stopped using Facebook, no one knows what my birthday is. Although it's not no one. It's just like none of my friends know when my birthday is. Thank you for the birthday wishes. Thank you very much. I'm 37, which is a funny sounding name. I mean, word. That would be a funny sounding name. I feel like 37 has always been like, in my mind, it's like the age where you're like too old to be doing something. Am I too old to be listening to Mario music? Nah, it's pretty funky. I think, you know, I am kind of old though. So like when I want to listen to music, I kind of listen to something old. Well, I mean, I still love video game music, but like, a lot of the time I'm like more interested in trying to find out the like influences behind game music. You know, I'm not playing games a lot of the time, so I'm not actually hearing it in games as much as I used to. Most of the time, video game music is just like playing in my head, just like humming it with my big sister who does the same thing. Trying to figure this one out. Is this already perfect? I'm just trying to uncurve this thing. It looks like a cardboard box that's just like full. And like it's like a box that like is like bursting at the seams. Breakdancing computer. I could totally take some of these frames and turn it into a breakdancing computer. This is almost good. Well, the cables are gonna be something else. I feel like I've only begun to animate the cables. Right, so yeah, I'm you know, I like listening to stuff that like is kind of like stuff I already know, but maybe like the older version of it. Like there's something to that. There's always with every piece of media, really. It doesn't matter if it's music or games or art. It's always got something that there's like an older version of it. Either that was influenced or based on that, or it's just the version of it from that time period. Oh yeah, that's turning way too fucking fast. He's nice now. I'm nice now. It's like you give to Hitler's Patreon. He's nice now. Okay, let me try cycling this frame. Anyway, I don't want to bore you by just like talking about the work. What else is going on? All of Rob Hubbard's compositions are really good. Who's that? UK society will be flat out denied a job for not being able to drive, even if you live 5 minutes away from the job. Huh. Okay, so that frame is already there. Yeah, this is like flashing. Maybe I should just like try changing this color. I feel like I've gotten my channel, I've gotten my YouTube, like, my YouTube stream taken down for, like, classical music or something. I play video game music because I like it and because it's safe. It's safe and there's nothing wrong with it. Video game music is good. Oh yeah, it's already like that. Here, why don't I just, like, bring back some of these frames? I've actually been listening to a lot of video game music because I've been making video game music, and well, I don't know if everyone saw it, but I made a little game this year, a little Dog of Wisdom Game Boy game. Thought you were bald last time. I mean, I am bald. I'm in a hyper position. Both bald and not bald. But I guess this is just the natural order. When I was a kid, I was like 15. When I was at a very, what was the word? I don't know, a tender age for my career, because it was the first time I'd really done animation, and it was the first time I'd actually been able to do some of that in school. I had a teacher who was really the only teacher in that whole school district that would give me a place to animate, that would give me a class where animation was what you were supposed to do. And I excelled in this class, and the teacher was very bald. We watched the SpongeBob movie in class. It was the first time I'd seen it, and from then on, it was just bald, 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 and of course, he was the one making the joke, so he was a good sport about it. He was a good sport to himself. But yeah, he was bald, and we gave him so much shit for it. But that's what you do when someone is bald. That's what you do when someone you love is bald. You acknowledge it. It doesn't mean you should make fun of them, but I'm trying to live with these values. If you were bald, you were bald. If your hair went away, then it was supposed to, or something. If your hair comes back somehow, then maybe it's supposed to do that. Maybe my hair will find its way back. But, recessive mother side inherited genes, I don't fucking know. I got them. I think I have really beautiful hair, to be perfectly honest. I mean, it's a little crundus now, I guess, because it's not conditioned or anything, but is my bald spot ticklish? I mean, no one's really tried to touch it. Look, it's just, my father, he wasn't bald, but my grandpa was, so it's inherited from him. What are you gonna do? It's like, what I'm gonna do is just, I don't know, comb the hair that's still there. I'll comb my one hair. I'll be like Homer Simpson. I'll like shave my face and it'll immediately grow back, like hair today, gone tomorrow. What are you gonna do about it? It's hair. It's really just fucking hair. I mean, you know, that's how I look at it. It's like, come on, what am I gonna do? Become President Trump and pretend for the rest of my life? Which is like, he's 80, so I would have to pretend for even more years than I've been alive. I would have to pretend that I have hair when I don't. It's like, you think Donald Trump, do you think his hair is really that different from mine? He's got this shit going on or something. It's like, it's probably not quite bald like this, but it's like you can see this. You know, he's Joe Biden, exactly the same. Like, fucking fake fucking hair. No man that age looks like that naturally. Or, you know, God bless you if you do, but like, what are we supposed to do? Pretend? I'm not in that culture. I don't subscribe to that belief. That's stupid. And the president, no matter which president it is, looks like shit. Okay? Okay, so clearly this needs to be unified and not staggered. Look at the incredible mess I've made. Make sure you save constantly, kids. It's something my bald teacher would constantly tell us. Always do storyboards, always save constantly. And it's like, all right, well, you didn't listen. Whose fault is that? And here I've made a grave error in trying to stagger these frames, but that's not what they teach you to do. They don't teach you to do that in animation school. They teach you to keep all of these frames together so that like every single key is a key for all. So what would happen if I tried to unify them all onto the same keys as each other? Would everything look like shit and break? Or would I get miraculously lucky? Okay, that one actually is a freebie. Oh wait, no, I could put it there. Yeah, I might need to live on a prayer for this one a little. Don't worry about the cables just yet. Just do this part first. Like, do you see what I'm trying to do? I'm trying to take all this and turn it into this. Maybe I can take this in between and just keep it there. Leg. A lot of frames on this left leg. Oh right, that's the one that's sliding. I kind of like the in between. I don't want to get rid of that. I just need to make sure that the body and the left leg are coordinated with each other. I mean, it's like pushing the leg a little. I mean, you know, it's like Toy Story. You can't really exactly say how this shit works because it's you know, it's a fictional. It's like a physical. What's the word? It's an inanimate object come to life. It's animate now. Right, like these are so close to this frame, so I don't know if I would want to separate them. Yeah, like the thing I was trying to say before is like when you stagger them, like put these keys on different frames as each other, it's like it kind of gives like a more flashing look. It's a no-no. They would not let you do that like an animation studio. Not that it's not going to be like that at all. It's just like you want to keep the poses together. It's like it changes like the frame rate kind of. This is on twos and this is on twos and ones. Twos of what's its. So I think I saved before. I'm just gonna continue doing this, and if it doesn't look good, I'll load the last version. But I think this is probably what we're gonna do. This is where we are. This is what we're doing. Yeah, I can see the cables I've already drawn. Okay, that can go here. Yeah, even if these aren't on the same frame, at least try to like keep it consistent on twos. Oh yeah, that's... Yeah, I don't know if you can see the difference really, but the basicest way I could describe it is that like every frame, everything should move. Like, see how the left arm isn't moving? I need to change that. Oh, yeah, and the first frame doesn't have anything on it. I only know you from your literally Hitler animation. That's fun. I'm glad people only know me from that. I only know him from Ugandan Blonde. Right. There might be a couple in-betweens like that where like it slides a little, but I would prefer if wait, 1, 2, 3. That's not twos, that's threes. Well, threes is fine. There's a video game called Threes, and it's fine. It's perfectly cromulent. I don't know what would on twos look like. It would look like more work. I think on threes is my guy. I think that's closer to how I was doing it already, so I don't have to drastically change the motion or anything. But it's on threes, not on twos. That's just two. What else is going on? If you train your dog to sit the corner of your room, you'll get more views while you stream. Well, I have a cat, and he doesn't do anything, so I guess I'm not getting any views. Well, you know. My cat walks. He goes on walks. But, I can't say that's something that I or anyone else really trained him to do. It's just something he does. I don't know. He's his own guy. His own dude. He can do whatever he wants. He can think he's a dog. Okay, that looks better, but not the timing. Go up with that. Cool. What program is this? This is Grease Pencil. It's a program called Blender, and it's a 3D program, but there's something called Grease Pencil for it. You just like click up here, you go to draw mode, and then you can just like draw. It's like you can even see in 3D what's happening. It's like, it's a game changer, honestly, because like, I mean, you know, it took me a few years before I really knew what I was doing, but once you get the hang of it, it's like, if you do 2D stuff, if you do 3D stuff, if you do both, if you like combine them, then it's like you have everything in one program. I always heard that software is not done cooking and horrible to use. I mean, no software is good to use. Name one software that isn't horrible to use. I made a game in Game Boy Studio, and it was absolutely horrible to use. It's like, what are you gonna waiting for Godot? You could use Godot. Oh, and guess what? It's also horrible to use Godot. It's like, we could be waiting all our lives for a perfect program. It's not about who's gonna be perfect. It's about who's gonna make your babies, basically. Okay, I did it once. What frame do I need? Right, like it's like that, right? No, wait. Do I have a more pointed up one? Or is that the one? Yeah, that's the one. This is the one. This arm is starting to look better than that one. I mean, he's, you know, he's gonna look a little crazy walking around, but it's not gonna jump that much. That left arm. The only frame not on the frame. We were all just waiting for him. I need to add like a million banging noises in this scene. I should work on the other shot with the computer coming to life. So like here, there's like a scene where Victor's computer comes to life, Audrey's computer comes to life, the school computer comes to life, and the computer lab at the school comes to life. So, the computer lab does this, but for the, I've storyboarded the scene. I should just make the scene. Hey, Fred. Blender's great for 2D animation. You just gotta have someone there to answer your questions, but you get stuck. That's true. I've never been able to make anything or learn anything in Blender without somebody watching. Like, you have to share your whole screen. You have to share your monitor because, you know, you gotta click on windows that pop up and they gotta see what you're doing. You have to set a shortcut for the change shortcuts menu. Because you change shortcuts so often that you need a shortcut to change shortcuts. And it's really tough for me because I'm lefty. But you know, don't let that make you go running screaming. I really did though, until I had someone there to answer all my questions when I got stuck. It's not like something you can really go to school to learn, I guess. I mean, maybe something that we need is some Blender courses, Blender classes. I mean, I'm sure there's plenty online, but you know, a YouTube video series is not the same thing as somebody watching and helping you. I'm right-handed. Well, I'm right in general. So cute that I'm right. There's some switching weirdness here. Alright, I'm like trying to make it just like going up and down, up and down. Focus back on that right arm. I love that there's no fucking thing I can just look up that I could use as reference for this. That's what's so special about this is that no one else has animated this before. there's no precedent. Well, no, there is precedent. That was actually why we watched Brave Little Toaster, Fred, because I described this, which is why I wanted to watch. Sorry, I described this, which is why I wanted to animate, and you were like, kind of like Brave Little Toaster. So we watched that, and it's like a movie that's just like completely full of inanimate object characters that use anything they can to emote. You know, the toaster has like 2 handles. I feel like if he only had 1 handle, he wouldn't be able to like gesticulate as often. And it's like he has a face, but like, yeah, without that face, he would have very little to work with. He's a box. He's like a, I don't even know what that shape is called, but he's a viv. But that shit's so cool. And like just like the fucking oh, whoops, my tablet crapped out. Okay, it's back. Just like the dog reflection animation, this animation is something that I could only make in Blender, because look at this shit. It's like, yeah, it's hidden now, but there's like a whole thing behind it. And it's like, in the past, when I made like Frumple's Quest, I had to render that stuff separately, bring it into Flash, realize that shit was misaligned with the camera, go back into my, you know, I would have to export an image from Flash into Maya and then like use that as a reference. And if that ever changed, then that reference would have to be re-updated. This is just so much fucking easier that it's just like everything's there, and it's like made so easy, it's made so simple. And this program is free. It's like, not only is it better than other programs, but it's freer. I don't know. I feel like there's things that just are just like non-stop good. And then there's things that are just non-stop bad. You know, like Adobe, like having to pay for it, like not being able to cancel it. It's like either you go the complete pious holy path, or you go on the highway to hell. There's so much more to this too. I have to like animate those keyboards flopping around and getting smashed. But you know, the most of this is done. I'm willing to call this good for now. This is even good enough to like throw into the Premiere file. Audrey and this other girl fighting over this boy. He doesn't even appear in this cartoon. He's just mentioned. Yeah, here's the storyboard. And then there's this scene, which happens right before. So I think I'm gonna take this and work on that. Oh, you know what? I should actually... let's see, how should I do this? Should I do a save as of this? This one doesn't have the VHS stuff, does it? Alright, so let me import that. Order from this one's got it. You can't see what I'm doing, but I'm doing things. Where is it? Okay. Oh yeah. Node tree, that's the one. It's just like a thing I just downloaded. All right, you have to plug it in first. Plug it in, plug it in. Go to group, VHS div, and then image to image, and then image to image, and then hit render, and it should work a thing. Takes a little longer to process, but all right, that's not all. But that's not all. There's one more file I need to throw in. It's like a where is it? This. So there's like a gray thing. You could just like hide it because it'll still be visible in the render. I think it worked. It's just you can't really see it on this frame. Housing 01. Let's see. Yeah, so like I would love to animate this right now. It's like the principal looks at the like computer screen, you know, it looks kind of normal because it's just like a, you know, the average Windows, a dark room or dark place. My dark place. What was it again? After dark. It's just your average after dark Windows screensaver of a fish tank. But because for the past like 24 hours it's just been completely rewritten by nanomachines. It's just like 10,000 years of like into the future of computing, to the point where like it's just like the water like pours out like the water starts to pour out like an aquarium, like you accidentally broke a fish tank and it's just bursting out, and then it just like continuously fills up the room while water just like a waterfall falls in, along with all kinds of sea life as well as air life and land life, and the scene ends with a tiger grabbing a swordfish and using it as a sword while the dolphins laugh. Also, there's a submarine. It's really just like a little montage of AI taking over the world. Anyway, let me do a save well, first let me save it. But first let me make sure it worked. First, let me make sure it worked. Yeah, it looks like the VHS filters in there, I think. Although, wait a second. Let me get out of this. Why is SB1? Right, it's because I wanted a smaller file, but it's not even that much smaller. There's this other version of the file that has some keys done already. Look at this. This was the original drawing. I decided to become good at life and make them look a little bit more like a real Apple computer. But yeah, I'm a fool because I probably should have saved that. Yeah, I actually lost all that. Alright, let me just do it again. This filter. and don't trade. See, it takes 1 second when I actually know where to look. Uh, this, this dude, right? It was like that, and then that. I just wanted to see your face. Hi. Well, good. All right, that's saved as nothing you could do will make me die. All right, let me. Wait, no, that's not saved as. Saved not as. Unable to make backup. Version backup failed. Going on. Well, maybe I just like didn't change anything. Okay, yeah, it's saved the first time I hit save, so this no problem. Do the voice of the "Hey everyone" guy. What's your favorite bonus stage episode? Um, I don't know. I guess I don't really know the episodes as much as I know like the quotes, cuz I feel like I forget about the plot of every bonus stage episode midway through. My stream's still going. Did I crash? Not receiving enough something. How old are Audrey and Victor? They're like 13. They're always a little bit different though. I feel like they might be like a little bit younger in the Hitler cartoon. Uh, I feel like they could be adults at some point if there's like an adult story that I want to tell with them. Um, they're the age that the target demographic is, like between 12 and 14 years old. Target demographic is gonna love this. Please stop. Anyway, let's get to work on this shot, because they'll cheer me up. They'll cheer me up to delete all of these frames like it was nothing. All my hard work gone. This robot that loves to live, deleted, dead, gone, forgotten about. There we go. All right, let's storyboarding this out. Like, oh, that's very strange. Oh, right. This I forgot to change that. Here, let me do a save as. Say you were looking for veterinarians. Nine, I'm looking for the veterinarians. You say you want an Abyssinian? No, Argentinian. What do I call this one? Uh, Principal. Yeah, something's fucking the up. Maybe I should pause this video of the stream because I don't know if I can actually handle all of them at once. Okay, now the music is back. Wow. Using too much internet, I guess. Alright, I have to change this so that's not 1 frame per second. Man, YouTube's just like doing nothing right now. What's going on, man? You're giving me nothing. No music. Are you having trouble? I guess. I don't know if it's anything I did. You can still see me, right? My net's good. Live keeps lagging. Okay, so yeah, you're seeing it too. I guess I could like stop the stream and come back.